Hello everyone. Once again, welcome in Wise Crypto. Thank you. So just wait for a few minutes. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for having here. We're just waiting for you. So I think we can start now if you're ready. First of all, I'd like to thank you everyone for having here in Wise Crypto. And also, guys, today we'll discuss about Y8U.ai. Here is our honorable speaker. So could you please introduce yourself first and also just give us like an idea about what is your ATY and also like your mission.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Adrian Stratulat. I'm the chief of operation at U, and this is how we spell it. We spell it U, but the whole eight within the name is a pun on the fact that we are trying to help people explore their infinity. So it's an infinity sign represented as an eight. Yeah. So our mission is to help people create what we call digital DNA, which is basically a way of digital cloning themselves, their traits such as their faces, their voices, and they can then use those personal traits together with the best AI and the latest AI technology to have personal assistants, or if you want, you can call them digital clones that can act for them, create value for them, and basically expand their potential as human beings. We believe in this a lot because we're a project at the intersection of Web3 and AI, and we know that AI automation is coming, and we want to create an ecosystem where humans are well represented, and the value which is created by AI is being directed towards humans. And it's not a coincidence that the blockchain on which we're incubated and we're the first project launched by them is humans.ai, which is a blockchain made specifically for AI projects.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Got it. And also, guys, you can make your own research from their website. So could you say like how does your project utilize content addressable storage within its protocol actually?
Yeah, so the idea is that users will be able to bring their own data, such as voice recordings, face recordings, video recordings, different kinds of documents, and personal data. So we're going to expand on what we allow users to bring into the protocol. Those data are going to be stored in a decentralized manner, and the content addressable part means that only the user will have access to their own data. Everything is going to be cryptographically protected on the blockchain, and you will not have the possibility to infringe upon some other user's data. So it's going to be very well protected and very tight from a security and privacy point of view. And we will allow users to use those data together with the latest AI models to create unique AI models for themselves, such as an AI model that represents their face, an AI model that knows exactly how they move, and to create, I don't know, dances, or an AI model that mimics the voice of the users perfectly. So this is the content addressable part.
Okay, yeah, thank you. And also, guys, they're right now in Geta.io MXC, so you can check. So if I talk more about like what role do the smart contracts play in the content management and also aspect of your project actually.
Yeah, so basically, smart contracts obviously are, let's say, the base level of any protocol. So what you will be able to do is to create those models, and they will be represented as something which we called AI NFTs. So this is a specific type of non-fungible tokens which will prove the ownership over a certain AI model. Collectively, all those NFTs which are created via these smart contracts are going to be part of what we call the digital DNA. So the digital DNA is going to be a sum of AI models that represents you, the user, your face, your voice, and everything else. And obviously, as any Web3 protocols is going to be very heavily dependent on privacy-oriented smart contracts. And this is the consent management part, in the sense that you will not be able to use those models and to access those data unless you are the signer of that specific smart contract that allows you to have access to them.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. And also, like I can see, like you mentioned in your website, that is allowing users to control how their trades and also encode it as protected data NFTs. So I have this question on this. Like, can you explain how your project allows users to control the processing and of
Yeah,
their trades encoded as the protected data NFTs?
yeah. Um, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, so what we're talking here about is that if you have, let's say, a raw, you have some type of raw data, which is then used by the AI models to extract specific or to model specific AI models. That raw data can be something like a video recording of you speaking in front of the camera. And you can choose if you want to extract your voice, if you want to extract and model your face, if you want to extract, I don't know, things like the way you look at things, or even a very detailed things such as the way your inner eye, your iris is structured. So from the same data, from the same raw data, you can extract multiple things, and based on what you consent the AI models, the AI miners, sorry, to extract from your raw data, they're going to extract exactly what you give consent for. And another thing about consent here is the fact that the way they use the data is based on your own approval of using. So, for example, the AI miners, they do not have they do not have your if they don't have your consent to use that data for other specific uses such as training AI models, they will not be able to use it. So everything is built at the protocol level in the smart contracts and is very privacy oriented, and only you as the owner of the data, and then as the owner of the AI NFTs, are able to access the data and use the models. So everything is very privacy oriented, because there have been many cases in which large companies in the AI space misused the data of the users, and this is why we wanted to create a Web3 protocol that, from the grassroots level, creates an ecosystem which is dependent and based on privacy and consent.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So I would like to say, guys, just make your own research. And also, I can see your Adobe events actually live now. As far I know. So could you share some of your Adobe events actually? Like, how can people take part on these? And then could you share some of your utilities about your token, like you're in live or MEXC, Get.io? So could you share more details?
Yes, of course. So we can look at what we're building at the protocol of you can think of it as a marketplace. First of all, is a marketplace that matches users data with AI miners. What are the AI miners? AI miners are some of the most advanced large language models or large action models providers in the world. We aim to include in our ecosystem, to integrate in our ecosystem as many AI miners as possible, because we want to have a diversity of possible AI models. And when you create this matchmaking where users bring their data and AI miners they bring their models, at the intersection of users' data and AI models, you can create those unique AI NFTs, which are part of the digital DNA. This is the first marketplace. And obviously, the whole marketplace is being denominated in the U token. So all the value exchange here, if we're talking about users that paying the AI miners to have their unique models created, that payment is going to be made in the U token. If you're thinking about AI miners that they're asking for the consent of the user to use their data for other purposes, if they do give that consent, they can pay the users in U token. So it's a marketplace based on the U token as a utility token. And also from the other, let's say the other marketplace, once you have the digital DNA created and you have the digital clones created, at that specific moment, if you're a celebrity, or maybe if you're not a celebrity, you can have people create media content with your face, your voice, which creates a very thriving and interesting economy for content creators. So for example, if you're a content creator but you do your content creation only in English, we can have your voice recorded, and then using AI you can create automatic content in, I don't know, in Chinese, in Arabic, in Russian, in any language which you can imagine. And this is only just an example. The idea is that through AI, through the most advanced AI technology on the marketplace, you will be able to expand parts of yourself into this digital space and create basically a digital clone, which can then create value for you and for the world.
Okay, yeah, thank you once again. So guys, like if you want to know more about that token, just make a research. So like I saw you are doing a lot of partners like now. So I think within these non-crypto users is also very important to maintain like your community and so forth. So how are you planning to attract non-crypto users towards your project? Is there any upcoming partnership that will bring non-crypto users and the real use case?
Yeah, so we had some very interesting partnerships already. Ever since we launched on Gate and Mex, we had a very strong partnership with Aether. We had partnerships with DGods and many other projects in the Web3 space. From now on, we're trying to focus on partnerships with other AI projects. So I think this is going to be, let's say, where the synergy happens, because we're acting as an integrator and the marketplace of AI models. So we're looking for other AI projects in the Web3 space, and not only in the Web3 space, to become our partners. We will be announcing some very interesting news related to other major partnerships which are in the works, and some very interesting updates on the upcoming roadmap, and some additional benefits for the U holders, for the U token holders. But obviously, we're continuously looking for more and more partnerships. So yeah, our focus is going to be on AI projects in the Web3 space in terms of partnerships. But not only that, because we also have some proof of concepts with key opinion leaders and with major celebrities, showcasing things like cloning the voice, cloning the face, and creating value and stuff like that. So yeah, follow us on U.ai. You will see that we have some upcoming major announcements, and we'll keep you informed on the major partnerships that we're currently working at.
Yeah, thank you. Best wishes to your partners and also your project also for the future. So let's talk about some decentralization, I think, which is very important for any project, like where people will be their own, like I can say, their own fate they can generate actually where. So, like, could you share actually more about how does your project ensure decentralization in its protocol architecture?
Yeah. So in terms of storage, we're looking at the latest technologies available in terms of decentralized storage, because we want all the data to be safe and not be able to be corrupted in any way by a centralized institution. So we'll be using a decentralized storage system, and beyond that, obviously the smart contracts on which we're working in terms of control, consent, privacy, and everything else obviously are also going to be decentralized. We have launched the token on Binance Smart Chain, but our protocol will be launched on the native humans.ai blockchain. So that means that we'll be using some of their native AI Web3 functionalities. So, in terms of decentralization, it all comes down to who controls the data and who has access to your data. and we're not cutting any corners here. We're going to have full privacy and consent policies implemented directly at the protocol level. So this is very important for us because it all comes down to data control and trying to avoid any kind of data breach or data misuse as possible. Exactly, to give you a more precise answer regarding, let's say, our roadmap, we are working on it, and we can tell you that during the upcoming period, we will have a major update. We're gonna communicate it towards our community and our followers regarding the technical roadmap. But for sure, what I can say for now is that decentralized storage is going to be a key part of our decentralization strategy. Yeah.
Okay, just give me 1 minute more, just 1 minute. Okay, so could you share like why you are different than others compared with the traditional AI systems?
There are many projects in the Web 2 space that help you clone your voice, or even open source models that help you create something like an AI model that then allows you to insert your face in different kind of portraits and stuff like that. But the problem is that all those, let's say, applications are limited to their scope. So just to give a Web 2 example, there was a very popular application a few months ago when the whole AI craze started, which was Lensa AI. And what they did is, in a very smart and easy way, they allowed you to clone your face and then to create different kind of portraits of your face. And then the whole space exploded, and everybody was playing with tools like this because, yeah, obviously everybody loves to see their own faces in different kind of contexts. But the problem is that you do not have control of how they use the data which you provide. So basically, the data which you provide, your photos, they can use it to train their own models, and you do not have any control of what they're using your data for. And this is a major problem with all Web 2 AI platforms. You do not know exactly how they use your data, and you do not have control on who exactly stands to gain or to profit from what they're producing with your data. And obviously, we are trying to change this in the Web3 space. So, this is one aspect in which we're differentiating ourselves in a radical way from Web2 projects that are doing something similar. Now, to compare our project with other Web3 projects, to be honest, there aren't any that are doing exactly what we're doing. Basically, we're a mix between an integrator of large language models or AI models or AI technology in general, such as, I don't know, Hugging Face. And we're also working very much towards creating data control and privacy policies, also like Ocean Protocol is doing. But what we're doing is much more than that, because we're mixing users' data with AI models, and we have created a decentralized system of rewards and privacy policies that no other project in the AI space or Web3 AI space have created. So more than just an AI product, we're an AI Web3 protocol, which will allow most AI projects to be not a competitor, but a partner. So we have created a system of rewards for AI miners, or later on for AI dApps, to be able to use the data from the users with full consent and full privacy, um, in respect with the privacy policies. And then after the model is created, we will integrate a lot of AI dApps, such as studios, different kinds of integrators, which will allow content creators to use those specific models to create derivative media. And this is the most innovative part, and this is something that nobody else does it in the market, is to allow people to have a fully decentralized and a consent and privacy oriented marketplace that uses that data. Imagine being an artist, let's say you're a musician, and having the possibility of creating a special model or several models with your voice, and then have people pay you for the access and for the right to use that model to create music, and not just using one editor. Because yeah, there are one editor projects which can do that, but imagine you can integrate lots of them, and then as a content creator, you choose the one that you think is most reliable, the one that has most feature, and all of these inside the same ecosystem. So this is the value proposition that we're offering, and we know that there is no other project in the AI space that is doing what we're doing.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you for explaining very clearly. So yeah, I think like they're very, very secure in manner, no worries. And already you answered all of my questions, but I just want to like have you done any kind of audit or any KYC verification, like to put more security on your project?
So there are, your question is actually several questions. Obviously, on our smart contract, we have the audit system from Certic. That's one answer to your question. And now, in regards to when the protocol is going to be live, obviously there's going to be multiple ways of checking. And I'm not talking here the traditional KYC. We're talking more about an interactive KYC. We don't care who you are as an identity. We care to implement technologies that check that the person recording the data is the one submitting the data. So it's not about your identity, your name in an official government document, but we do care to check that the voice that you are providing to create a unique AI model is your own voice. So we're going to have a system of checks that will make sure that you cannot submit somebody else's face or likeness or voice to create voice models for another person, because obviously that would be not okay, because you would control somebody else's voice. So we're going to have a system, not just one, multiple layers of technology checking that you are actually the person who's having the voice recorded and who's having the voice reproduced via an AI model. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So people just get ready with their best question. Like if you have any queries, any question about them, so you can ask after just I have one question left. So like how do you planning to promote your project in different country sector? Like what is the marketing strategies?
Well, it depends. It depends on, to be honest, on their following, because I mean, from a point of view of communicating our value, and what we're doing, what is our mission, what is our vision, we do not discriminate in any
Hello.
way between who's
Hi.
I don't know, from Russia, or who's from America, or whatever. So it doesn't matter from a geographical perspective. But what it does matter is the fact that we're going to have a series of proof of concepts with different celebrities and different KOLs, and we're going to showcase our technologies on a series of key opinion leaders. Um, in many ways, the countries on which we're, let's say, focusing, there's Romania, which in many ways is normal because the project team is located in Europe, Romania, but there is also Turkey, India are very important markets for us. For example, in India, our let's say the company, the infrastructure that incubates us is working with the Indian government. Humans.ai is working with the Indian government, and we're looking at emerging markets where people start to understand the value of joining AI in the upcoming, let's say, AI automation revolution. So everybody that wants to have their traits replicated and then have AI create value with their traits, um, are smart people, educated people, early adapters of AI technologies, and we see that happening a lot in emerging economies, in economies such as India, Turkey, and many others. So, to come back to your question, we do target certain specific markets, but this is more like just a marketing strategy. But our technology is going to be open for everybody from any country and from any place on earth.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Best wishes to your project for the future. Just keep building and also expand it all over the world actually. So yeah, thank you. It's time to take some questions from the community, and I can see here. The first one is Jaden. Hey Jaden, are you there?
Please, can you question her?
Yeah, ask your question, please.
Your question: do the token holders have the right to participate in the governance of the project? What kind of discourse can the vote on about the project?
Okay, so you're asking about the governance utility of the token. We have thought about it, and we will come back to some an announcement on this topic. But I cannot say more details about the specifics of it right now. So for now, the token is a utility token, and depending on several factors in the technical development phase, we'll see if we're going to integrate also some governance functionalities. So the answer is to be decided, but of course, the sooner we communicate if there's going to be some governance utility as well, we will let everybody know, and we're going to fully communicate this in our light paper website and everything else.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Jaden, for your question. But I would like to say, just make your own research if you want to learn more. Definitely. Thank you. Don't forget to join their community. Next one is Richard. Are you there? Hey, Richard.
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity. So my question is, can you please can you explain how U8U AI have revolutionized the way user engage, learn, and transact within the virtual ecosystem?
Sorry, can you repeat the last part?
So my last part is, can you explain how U8U project AI have revolutionized the way user engage, learn, and transact within that virtual ecosystem?
Yeah, so our focus is on media creation. The whole idea is that in the next few years, we're going to have more and more people seeing the fact that AI is coming and automating their jobs. So maybe some designers in the future, they will lose their jobs. Maybe some singers, they will see the fact that people are starting to consume music which is created by AI, and all of this creates a large problem. What are people going to do once AI takes over, multiple industries? And the answer is a project such as you, which allows you, you W8U. So yeah, the name of the project is you. So the project allows you as a user to basically create a clone of yourself that uses AI technology to create value. So beyond what you're doing in your day to day activity, you might have a clone that has your I don't know, your personality, your face, your voice, and have it create value for yourself. For example, an AI that uses your face can appear in commercials, and you can get paid for that. This kind of ecosystem, which lies at the intersection of AI automation and personal control over human traits, we think is the mission. And obviously, maybe it's going to do a lot more than what we are currently working on you to do. But for starters, is going to create derivative media content. So photos with yourself, with your likeness, videos with the way that you move or your face, voice or subtitles for I don't know, streaming platforms with your voice and everything, things like that. So we're creating an ecosystem where your human traits or where your personality and everything that makes you yourself, which makes you a unique individual, a unique human, is going to be used by AI with full consent of the user to create value. And this is the way that in which we think we're going to revolutionize AI in the Web3 space.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Richard, for your question. Okay. Next one is okay. Yeah, Dao, are you there? Hey, Dao.
Gem, guys, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, thanks, Mishi, for bringing me up. So my question is, can you give us a brief explanation on how your computer vision algorithm to analyze and generate art? Do you get that?
So how can we generate art? Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, how does your AI vision algorithms to analyze and generate art?
Okay. So let's say you want to create, you want to have an AI that creates value for yourself, right? So you bring a video recording of your face, and then using among different AI models, you're gonna pick one which is going to use the data from your recording to create an AI model that can replicate your face in different, different images. So then, once you have this AI model, which only you can control, you can then insert yourself into different kind of artworks, or you can create, I don't know, like a movie, short movie or a music video with your face. And once you use that AI generated, yeah, static or dynamic video or just image, you use it to create different kind of value. For example, you create a video, you upload it on YouTube, you say that is AI created, and then you have ads revenues from it. That means you can create value with your face without anything doing anything else besides giving your consent for the use of your face. So I don't know if that answers your questions, but the idea is that we're going to have integrated in our ecosystem multiple generative AI models. So it's not going to be just one. You're going to have multiple AI models, and as a user, you will be able to pick the one that you like best, and is going to create a model of your likeness, and then you can create images in your likeness using that model.
Okay, thanks for the clarification.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, the priestess, for your question also. Next one is Buka. Hey, Buka.
Hey, GM, everyone.
Yeah, hi.
Wise Crypto, GM, so how's your day? GM, Y8U, man, I really love your projects. I've been following up, you know, and thanks for the big airdrop you did. I'm so glad about that. I have four questions here. I'll be fast about it. On your website, I can't really find a clear a detailed roadmap there. I just want to know what will be this year roadmap, a brief summary of your plans for the whole of this year, and
Yeah.
that's one question. So the second question goes on monetization. How do you plan to monetize those selling on your platform? Because I know with time, your platform will be like a marketplace where these guys can sell their data, their voice. How do you plan to monetize it? Is it with your token? How would this mechanism work? And talking about your partnership, I saw a partnership with the God. I just want to know
Mhm.
how this benefit the God community, or how do you plan to make this partnership with the God works on your utility? Then the last question goes, so uh, do you think you face any competitor from the Web2 space? Do you think you have any competitor coming from the Web2 space? Or if no, kindly tell me the difference and reason why you feel like Y8U has high benefit and high use case to this. Thank you.
Yeah. So the first question that you said about. Can you please tell again the first question?
Okay, the
I
first
think there are a
question.
lot
Yeah,
of
two of them.
questions. So just to say one by one, actually, like we discussed already the partners and also like their competitors. So like
Oh
if you have
Okay,
yes, you
any,
first
asked
question.
about the roadmap. Yeah, the roadmap. So
yeah, yeah.
the roadmap, we're going to announce a full technical roadmap. We're working on it. So most likely you're gonna have a full technical roadmap for this year, in this month, in May. We're going to keep you posted on our community. Then the second question about the monetization. So the monetization. So once you have an AI model created with your personal traits, maybe it's voice, maybe it's your face, maybe it's something else, then people that want to create derivative media content using your face or your voice or anything else, they will ask for your permission, which is going to be basically a transaction. They will ask for your permission and they're going to pay you an amount in U token that you can set. So you can say something like, you can set from the protocol, I don't know, one usage of my voice for I don't know, creating a music video is going to cost you this amount in the U tokens. And obviously they pay you, you sign the cryptographic transaction, and they have the access to use that model for the specific for the specificity of what they said they're going to use it. They will not be able to use it for something else. So you will have to give your consent and approval to use your likeness for, I don't know, what they want. So it's going to be a very controlled ecosystem. So they will not be able to create content with your personal traits on things that you don't give your consent. And from this transaction, we're going to have a small platform fee. We have not yet decided which is going to be the percentage, but it's going to be a small platform fee. So basically, you're going to have people monetizing their personal traits encoded as AI models, and users are going to be using them to create media. It's going to be very interesting. I mean, imagine being able to remix an old Michael Jackson song, but using, I don't know, Taylor Swift voice and something else. So we do not know exactly how big this is going to be, but we think it's going to revolutionize the way media is created, because it's going to allow a lot of things to be created for the artist. It's going to be a very exciting time for artists and content creators. And I think there was one more question. Yeah, the partnerships with DGods. So on the partnerships with the DGods, we're working on ways of integrating our technologies with their PFP. So we're gonna create some ways of bringing their PFP to life, making them able to speak, talk, and do a few other things. We're still working on it. Gonna keep you posted. So it's basically about using our AI technology with their PFP to create value for their community.
Wow, wow, amazing. Then I talk about the last one. Sorry, I know it's too much for you. So I talk about the last one, competitor. Do you think you face any competitor in the web two?
Oh yeah, yeah. So, like I was saying before, there is no direct competitor that is doing what we're doing, but there are some, let's say, indirect competitors. So you have companies in the Web2 space, like let's say, just an example. There are tens of them, maybe hundreds of them, But let's give a prominent example. You have 11 labs, which they can create voice cloning, right? But the thing is that once you have your voice cloned, you can use it only for what they allow you to use it. So things like text to speech, right? So you can clone your voice and then you can text to speech to create subtitles and negatives for different kind of content, but they do not have an integration within an ecosystem, and this is a problem not just with them. They're an amazing project, but this is something which is a problem with the whole web 2 ecosystem. Each web 2 project is like a separate island. They're not connected, they're not integrated, but by having things like your voice, your face encoded like fungible token, non-fungible tokens, obviously, non-fungible tokens, and have it everything integrated in a Web3 protocol. That means you can interconnect a lot of tools. So you can, clone your voice with one tool, then you can import it in another Web3 tool that use it as a, studio mixer, and you can use the voice that you cloned in one tool to create music in another tool. And then you can import the negative and the music created in that other tool into a video editing tool, and you can create a full music video. So it's all about protocol and interconnection and the ethos of the Web3 space, because we're not separate. We want to create an ecosystem in which everybody is invited to work together with us, to create products based on our protocol, create new tools, integrate new tools, bring new technology. So it's going to be an open ecosystem where everybody can bring more and more tools. That's the main difference.
Okay. Thank you so much. That answered all my question. I'm so happy. Thank you, and trust me, you have one of the best utility. I love it. I really love it. Imagine making a beat and having Mike Jackson voice over it. So it's really amazing. Great experience. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Boka. So the last one is Christabel. Hey, Christabel, are you there?
Thank you very much for picking me up. My question is, how can UAI interact with and process data stored on decentralized network like IPFS on blockchain Oracle?
So we're still researching to see which is the best decentralized storage system. We will communicate once we have decided to use a specific one. We're studying multiple ones. Yeah, obviously one of them is IPFS, but not just that one. So we're going to see which is the best match. And once we find the best technological stack, we're going to have a system in place which allows user to upload content in a decentralized storage system. And then we're going to have a protocol which will allow AI to address that content, but only for a very specific consent given by the user. So they will have the consent to access that data, but only to create an AI model which only the user can see and use. Or if the user gives the consent, they will be able to use that data for other purposes such as training, refining the model, and so on. So we're creating a protocol that is it has as a feature privacy and consent, and the AI models, the company that provides the AI models, the AI technology, will not be able to use the data for other purposes, and everything is going to be cryptographically protected using blockchain technology. So I think this is very important because there have been multiple, lawsuits of major AI companies in the Web2 space being sued for using data for other purposes than the stated one, and this is a problem with data consent and data ownership. And this is part of our core manifesto. We believe that everybody should control their own data. We believe in this a lot. We're against, data centralization. We believe that everybody should be self-sovereign with their data, especially with personal things such as their face, their voice, and everything else. So this is why we're constructing a protocol that does this from the protocol level. It's going to be technologically impossible to misuse the data of the users. And we think this is very important for the whole AI ecosystem, and we think this is very important for the Web3 ecosystem.
Thank you very much for the answer, and thank you, Ms. Yu.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Christabel. So, guys, as you know, U.ai is a native decentralized protocol that is built on the top of the human's blockchain that combines the content addressable storage with smart contract base and also allowing users to control how their trades and also encoded as the protected data NFTs and others. So, they have their website also U.ai, so you can visit, you can learn more. So I think we are enough for now. We have to wrap this session. So anything else, like any important news you want to share before wrapping this session?
It has been my pleasure. You have an excellent following here. Have great questions. I mean, thank you, especially Buka, for 4 amazing questions. But everybody, thank you guys for your questions and your time. It's clear that you have read about the projects. You did your own research. If you have any other questions, I think we would love to answer all of them. You can follow us on Twitter on U.ai, row Twitter 8, obviously. And you can look up what we're doing on Y8U.ai, so U with an 8, which is our website, and you can find everything there in the light paper or in our Discord or Telegram channels. So it has been great. Thank you very much, Wise Crypto, for an amazing AMA, and looking forward to see you guys in our community if you wanna keep in touch.
Okay, yeah, thank you also for your time, and I'd like to thank you all of our committee members actually. So bye everyone, and stay tuned with them.
Cheers.